telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrotum. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrotum.
Yeah. We heard.
So, if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
Mimir, you never told us what Magni and Modi had to do with Hrungnir.
Oh yes. Well, what happened after Hrungnir fell slain upon Thor was that nobody in the court could get the stone body off of him. Thor was no use at this point. His brain rattled, his breath shallow, but none of Odin's men were nearly strong enough to help. Then enter little Magni and Modi, no taller than shrubs. And while nobody but myself was looking, they flipped over Hrungnir's corpse and freed their father. Magni, being blonder, got all the credit, and Modi remained bitter about it from that day to the end, which I don't need to tell you about.
How Odin knew we were going to Jotunheim before we did.
Odin is extremely clever, you see. Nearly as clever as he thinks he is. And he's a collector of prophecies. If it's about the future, he adds it to his collection. Helps him style himself as all-seeing and all-knowing. But of course, the idea is control. Control of the future, control of his fate. He'd control every realm of every land in every world if he could. Every potential pocket of resistance, he seeks to eliminate. Even if you've never posed a threat before, he may think one day you might. So you see, it's not important how he knew before you did. It's important that he was right.
Is it a good idea coming back here?
She's probably in there planning your demise, brother.
Or bringing Baldur back to life. Like she did you, Mimir.
Oh, I'm not alive, lad. I'm reanimated, sure, but make no mistake, I'm still quite dead. I'll never be what I once was. She won't want this for her son. Trust me.
That's a relief. Not the part about you being dead, but, you know. It's another Valkyrie. We're gonna save her, right?
If by save her you mean brutally rip her wings off, then my vote is aye.
Enough. Both of you. I will decide the best course of action. Prepare yourself.
Okay, here we go!
Freedom! Cursed no longer! A joyous day indeed!
Oof, this one is louder than the last.
Milady, please tell us. Why were you in this physical form? Why fight us?
I do not know. The soul of a Valkyrie cannot remain pure in a physical body. We belong in the spirit world, which is where I now go. Goodbye!
Who? And why?
I wouldn't want to speculate.
You know something.
Ah, Mimir, the smartest man alive. I know many things.
Ted?
Sigrun, the Queen of the Valkyries. She would have that power. The last time I saw her, she was corporeal herself. She came to visit me long after I'd been imprisoned by Odin.
Why?
Well, we had history, I guess you could say.
Like, romantic history?
Ah, lad, you're making me blush, I think. Can I still blush?
First we hunt these creatures, and now we chase your former... lover. We do not need this distraction.
It's more than a distraction. Father, these are Valkyries. They're the ones who keep the dead from overrunning Midgard.
Then they are terrible at their job.
It's not their fault, brother. Someone changed them. Kept them from their duty.
The Queen?
I can't say for sure, lad. We should ask more of them. If, of course, you don't mind the distraction.
Atreus, to me.
I'm coming, I'm coming. Amir, what else did the serpent tell you when you spoke? Kinda sounded important.
I'm sure it's nothing. He just said the boy seemed familiar to him.
Me? That's impossible.
No, I quite agree. Unless, perhaps, he refers to something yet to be. It is said that when Jormungandr and Thor battle at Ragnarok, their clash so violently shakes the Tree of Life that it splinters, casting the serpent backward through time, even before his own birth.
What?
That is madness.
Well, I did say not to concern yourself.
Why is Odin so desperate to find a way into Jotunheim anyway?
He's convinced the giants hold the key to changing his fate when Ragnarok comes. They are the Aesir's oldest enemies, after all, and it's their army that's supposed to do him in the end. But more than that, he covets their gifts of prophecy. He wants to know what they know and see what they see. So much suffering could have been avoided if his insatiable curiosity was not so much stronger than his wisdom.
What do you mean?
Ah, remind me to tell you why they call him the Lord of the Hanged.
So why do they call Odin the Lord of the Hanged?
That refers to a modest example of Odin's thirst for knowledge. The time he spent 9 days a dead man. Aye, hung himself by the neck from Yggdrasil's branches, put his spear through his own side and bled down into the Well of Destiny. He roamed the realms of the dead and plundered the World Tree of its secrets, until I think quite rightly it got fed up with him and sent him back to the land of the living. Did I not mention he was barking mad?
Amir, why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
It's my career! And if you mean to make your career as a counsellor to kings, you can't very well rule out petty maniacs. Available positions are scarce enough. My first master was a cruel piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows, they called us. Knavish sprites to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Oh. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Another name. Rota!
Another Valkyrie. It's no coincidence. But who'd have etched them on Tyr's braziers?
What does it say?
Yes, sir. I can read these now. It says Muspelheim, the Fire Realm, is the gauntlet of the Sewersher. Like a magic glove?
Or a series of dangers?
We should go see sometime.
Our young god knows no fear.
Oh yeah, I can translate this now. Niflheim, land of fog and fortune. Hey, nobody mentioned fortune. We should go there sometime. Oh. I didn't think we'd see you out here, since you and Brock got back together. Everything okay?
Oh, better than ever. You know, I really think we've both grown in our years apart.
So how come you're back here?
Just catching some fresh air. Look, I love my brother, but he still smells like a fetid dung pile.
So, I heard you and Brock are kind of famous.
Well, you're half right. Whatever did you hear?
That you made Thor's hammer.
Oh. Yes, we did do that. Mjolnir put us on the map. It was a legendary run. Gods and kings knew our brand. We really did make quite a team.
So what happened?
Oh, well, that's a long story. Things happened that made it difficult to find that certain spark, you know? Inspiration is a fickle mistress.
Huh?
Oh, enough distractions. You see the mess I have to clean up around here? Oh, very well. To business. Now don't be a stranger.
another Valkyrie. Are we doing this?
On my action.
We're doing this!
You have freed me.
Who did this to you?
I remember only pain. And my queen, she locked me down here? But why?
Ah, Sigrun.
I must leave you now. I must find her. I must remember.
Sounds like your queen is responsible, Head.
Aye. When I saw her last, she was different. Changed. And not just that she was in physical form. She was more volatile. I tried to talk to her about it, but she had just come to say goodbye. I didn't think.
I'm sorry, Mimir. We'll find her.
Not sure she wants to be found. I just don't understand why she would do this. It doesn't make a lick of sense.
And if she is responsible?
Then we'll have to stop her. The Valkyries must be freed, and we're the only ones capable.
We?
Well, who do you think's going to watch your back?
Atreus, here.
Yes, Father. Mimir, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. And we'll pick this up later.
He's not.
I'm not ready!
Boy,
Sir. Kvekia. Here we go! Need more time!
it is over.
Well done, boys. Never thought I'd see a scrap like that again.
What do you want?
To thank you. These dead Reavers drowned me many winters ago. And I've been itching to see them get theirs.
Useless.
Well, we can't expect them all to know something useful. More of those. Good. Maybe the next one will have more information.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do they even exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
So you've met other spirits?
Yes. Many.
What were they like?
Annoying.
Lemire, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Hi. Hello.
Ooh. Fine. I got a date ahead of me anyway.
What happened?
Juan's playing God of War.
Wait, can I wait? I can't hear Orton.
He says he can't hear you. Maybe you don't understand why he muted.
Like I pretty much like muted everybody so they wouldn't hear like the conversation.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do know you can just mute yourself, right?
No, I don't know that.
Like if you go to the party chat and it go over your name, you can just mute yourself.
Oh.
Well, no one can hear you. It's pretty dope. But I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. I've really much been playing this all day so far. But I know for a fact I gotta get up tomorrow and go do stuff.
No, you don't.
I keep postponing shit.
Hey, what you
Not
gonna do?
really. Huh?
I said, what you gonna do?
I really need to go ahead and go apply for these family dollars.
Hey, if you get one, I'm down to go.
If I do get one, I'll hit you up. And I'll tell you which one. Cause I'm probably gonna end up going to like 3. Cause they all close. Like one is in walking distance. Both of them actually in walking distance, and the third one is not in by KD. But he say they stuff broke, so I might just go to the first 2.
Like, Katie work at Family Dollar or something?
Nah, he was saying that he was trying to get Family Dollar.
Oh.
All I gotta do is take this goddamn typing test, and then I can see if I can get this data entry clerk job. But I don't know how much it's gonna pay. And like, and it's for a parking company, so I doubt it'll be too much.
You said it's for a parking company? Mitchell.
Yeah, it's for a parking company.
You know, like, you pay to park.
I wouldn't say so, yeah, but I'll be I'll be putting in data basically.
Okay.
So I'm not even sure. So maybe about $12, and I'll probably be making 10 little and then we go a booth. I don't have any experience. That's not bad.
Well, you probably just make 12. Because they start you off at 12 no matter your experience.
That's dope. I need to hop on that real quick, man. Assuming I get the job. Plus, I don't think it'll be too overbearing because I'm sure since it's data entry, I'll just be working at Excel. I took a lot of that stuff already.
You never know.
Yeah, it might be overbearing, and I might just like not want to do it.
Yeah, because the thing I'm gonna say, like, about all of this shit, it's not gonna be the work that's hard, it's you the fucking people.
Yeah.
I still can't hear Juan unless he's like busy like with the stream. Or is he streaming? Or is he just
Yes, but hey, Orton, do you know how to pass by this location? Because I've been trying, but I don't know how to do it.
Wait, what location?
Okay, I'm doing a mission where it says unfinished business, explore the island of the lake, but I'm at the area where there's a boulder in the pathway and I don't know how to do it. Alright. It's where you speak all the spirits.
I feel like I've seen this one.
Yeah.
And I've been
It's a bunch
trapped
of
here.
them.
Yeah, but I've been trapped here, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to
I know
pass
it's
the
one where
boulders.
like you destroy the like statue store, fight some people. It's like different things.
Yeah, but I already did that, and I don't know what to do.
What did he tell you to do?
Well, once that I found the location, but I need to explore it, and that's technically it, because I've been like going around, and because I thought that maybe something is climbable or whatever, but I can't do nothing.
So you're trapped inside there, or you can't figure out what you're supposed to do to actually finish it.
It's like I'm not trapped, but I don't know how to like get like continue on.
Are you live streaming it right now, or are you just playing it for yourself?
I'm live streaming this.
Oh, let me go look. You see, you're trying to get past the boulder, right?
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it. Before I even go home and and see that secret ending, I want to get like everything done around here first. As you can see, my armor and my blades.
I see.
I look cool, right? I'm a badass. Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's just that. Never mind. Yeah, like, I don't know what to do here now. Because there's something, like, over there, and when I launch my axe to it, it moves, but it's stuck between these boulders, and I thought that right there, I could cut it, but it's not working.
Wait, show me the mission. Like from the menu. I'm thinking you have to hit the rock, like right above it.
What?
You know, you're looking directly at it.
That one?
I'm saying, I'm pretty sure it got something to do with that. But I'm probably seeing everything late since it's a live stream.
Nope, nothing.
I would try that first. Just aim directly for that. You have to arc way higher than that. Pretty far. No, I mean like, you see the rock attached to that line?
Oh no, that's the thing that I've been trying to cut, but it just goes through it.
It just goes through it?
Yeah, it just goes through it.
Cause you have to be really specific with the hit too. Like the part between the really dark part of the rope and the rock, aim for that. I'm pretty sure it might not be anything though. But I'm hoping it's like a counter hit that like moves something.
Either that or only other thing I can think of is probably gonna tell you to go back to the other spot. Like to where you talked to him at.
Yeah, see if I hit it and nothing happens.
I didn't see it hit.
Oh!
Okay, that time it looked like it went through it.
No, I actually did it.
Or I could still be seeing it late.
No, I did it, but I don't know what happened now. It blew up. Something blew up.
Okay, I saw it drop now. I am seeing everything later than you. Because I'm listening to you live and then watching it like slightly late. I saw you do it though.
But now what? It fell, but I don't know what. What, is this loose?
One or two things. You either needed to do that or it was probably just just one of those pots that hang up that have like hacks over in them. Which was
yeah. I think that was it. It was just a pod.
But maybe I could think everything I think of is you probably just need to use the boat to go around. It's just any way over around here.
I wonder. No, don't know what to do now.
Can you go around in the boat?
No.
Like, is there like another side? Over there?
No, it's not. It's just a barrier. Unless I take the boat.
And then
I would use my rage to see if I could break it, but I doubt that's gonna work.
I'm pretty sure it don't.
So I'm not gonna even use it.
I wish I could look around myself.
You would tell one to give you the controller, but
You want me to?
Can't.
he can't because you're broadcasting.
It don't matter. I'll stop.
Nah, because I'm only trying to watch.
You know what? Fuck it. Yep. It's just a waste.
Because if that's what if it is what I think it is, first off, explain to me what exactly happened.
I'm probably thinking of something really different.
Because yeah, this is a side quest, and what I need to do is explore different types of islands and talk to the spirits. But I'm in a specific island where I cannot progress.
I'm still thinking you're gonna have to go somewhere to be a boat. Cause it's like specific spots that you can you like even around the islands where you can only get to them by the boat, even if they're like connected.
Are you serious? Did that just happen? I'll be really mad if that just happened. Oh, okay, no, I still got it. Thank God.
Oh.
Now, I believe I was just acquainting Odin with my mystic well of knowledge.
Oh.
Rightly impressed.
Once you see it, then you'll know.
Try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him that it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of
No,
sight.
there's a zip line that I could take, but I need to go to the other island.
But the day he took my
When I kept saying go to the boat,
Hey, shut up.
He knew I'd outwitted him. Taught the lesson wisdom and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side.
Hey, who's the badass though?
Long time that
God damn it, not this thing.
Doesn't mean he didn't.
Definitely not you. He just messed up. Wait, you been shooting for an hour?
What's up?
You been streaming for an hour already?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I forgot. It's like somewhere around here. Oh.
Definitely headed in the right direction.
I am. Shut up.
Hey, you shut up.
Hey, you shut up.
Y'all some niggas.
Hey, you is one too.
Too, bitch. You shut up, bitch.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Same thing.
Oh, wait, wrong one.
Type 2.
Father, I think I can see this.
Go. Somebody said.
Wait, what?
You was a bitch.
Oh, it's probably me. Accidentally put my mic up.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna live stream something one day.
There's definitely a difference here.
Focus up, boy.
Glad I'm on your side.
Another name.
You don't matter.
Schooner.
It's as if they've been made into a memorial to the
I don't
Valkyries.
like all that niggas.
Well, you can't say much. He a nigga too.
Oh shit, that dragon's dead.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear the background?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just saying, "Nah."
Oh yeah, so y'all can't hear everything. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's alright.
It's not every. It's just the occasional really high yelling.
When that's all the time.
Hello.
When you just don't know what to tell him then. Now he just should have awoke.
It's fine.
Okay, so I need to go back because the way I'm going is the wrong way.
Oh, normal ammo just comes naturally.
When Mitchell never says he's gonna play Monster Hunter, that's the only thing I can actually play.
Ooh, I thought you said if I started playing Monster Hunter, you would get off.
Nah. Wait, why would I say that? Of all things.
I don't know. Niggas
You're Ord.
ask me questions.
Huh?
You hear me?
Yeah, I definitely did it.
Well,
Just
GG.
Just because you're old, you can say that.
I did.
So I got that critical eye.
Why does everybody think these things about me? I'm a nice person.
If I can't be nice, you can be nice.
What does that mean? I'm not you.
What the hell? We've had this conversation before.
Hey, y'all are defective clothes to me. We're not the same. We're just similar.
Defective clothes. What the fuck?
Hey, what's my call, Case?
Case don't count. And I don't count either, motherfucker.
So what are you then?
I don't know what the hell I am.
He's Richard Garcia.
I'm concerned with my health.
That's like the most accurate way to describe everybody.
Did they finally destroy Tilted?
Well, all of us. Literally like D4, not D4, but alternate versions of each other.
Hey guys, did they finally destroy Tilted?
It was a trick. They actually destroyed Dusty.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, they did destroy Moisty, right?
Not Moisty, Dusty.
Oh, Dusty. Hey, why?
Just because.
It's Dusty. They were like, let's liven it up a little bit.
When I was just about to say that. See what I'm saying?
Oh my god. You hate him?
I was literally gonna say Dusty. You kind of Dusty, so they have to change it up.
Are you looking at the live stream?
Hey, I told you.
Fuck you.
Close.
I know the way now. There you go. Hey, Ord don't count. He a bitch anyways.
Ooh.
What did I do? Hello?
I don't know. He's Ord. Hey, who has the game? Okay then.
You can't put it with him. You can pull it with Greg, but you did it.
Yeah, I was good.
Strong resistance. I'm not.
Mitchell.
What you want?
Hey, don't talk to me that way.
What you want? Okay.
7 more days.
I want to.
Hey, fuck you, motherfucker. I ain't gonna buy you no more food then.
That's fine. You still have a hard time understanding we ain't gotta spend money to chill. Shut your ass up.
Hey, fuck you. I'm fat. You ain't.
When I'm definitely fat. I'm just lean as hell.
Knock your arms.
It really is in my arms, to be honest. But they don't even slap as bad though. That's the bad part. Niggas be having wings. I ain't even as arms in the wings yet.
You get bare.
I just walk around and just get buffed. What do I need? What is that ability? I need more vitality stuff. What was I gonna do again? Not forage. Oh no, abilities.
Hey, shut your ass up.
Do you understand what the hell is going on? Let's see, what do I need?
I'll show you.
Do you know the way?
Non-elemental. Only, didn't you say you had non-elemental?
Might as well, right?
Yep. Non-elemental boost decoration.
Yeah, is it a 3? Is it a dual 3 or is it a dual 1?
It's a level 2. I believe it's level 2. Let me check.
It probably is
level 3. I know it's not level 1.
Okay. God damn. I wonder what critical boost is.
Yep, it's level 2. It's a level 2 gem. I mean, dual.
So what can I do then? If it's level 2 and I can't upgrade specific dual sets, it just means I'm stuck off a lot.
I mean, you could like, if you don't want to change your armor, you could like augment it to add like more gem space.
Yeah, but it only
like
has a dual 1.
Yeah, if it's dual 1, then you can upgrade to dual 2. Or do you mean like the armor that you have like has like no free slots? So let's just go to dual 1.
Wait, you can upgrade your slot to dual 3?
Yes.
How?
You can augment your slot. The same way you can like add attacking defense. Or like defense slots.
I mean, I know what it is, but I'm saying like, how do I upgrade it? Like that specific slot, because every time I try to do a slot upgrade, I just get 1 extra gem.
It depends on what
Oh, so if they're all already maxed out, like if I already have 3 slots, then the next slot will just upgrade.
Another spirit who wants something from us. How unexpected.
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation.
But that's why you're forced to use like certain armor sets anyway.
We cannot undo your mistakes, spirit.
I know that.
That's why mine is
But also
always
hear from my
like.
captain
That's why
and
mine
crew.
is always either like
I believe they are still
2
under the
level
water.
1s already
Will you
from
find them
base,
for me?
or it's like starts out at level 2.
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Like I don't think I have anything that's like strictly just level 1.
Well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom. It's yours, if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
Except for my armor piece. My chest plate. Everything else has at least 2 jewels on it. Either that or it's like a level 3 slot.
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern.
But that's the exception.
Nor should it
Like
be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Critical boost on it.
Our only concern is going home.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep
I
exploring.
mean in terms of like kidney.
And helping others.
Yeah, actually like skills.
Why the fuck you lying?
I could fight the Dogland again. I only need 2 more fangs before I can max out his weapon. He's really good. Kinda over it though. Or I could make a workshop weapon. I have all the stuff for it. Even though I probably won't use it. I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore.
I'll give a critical boost and a health boost. Well, I can put the health boost back on. And how do you know the percentage in which non-elemental boost helps? Or like, do you know like what number?
It's like 10%, I think. from what I was reading.
Okay. I don't know what my phone is.
Maybe I'll just fight with Dogron and, you know, Jeep, I guess.
You still need their stuff?
I know for sure I need just like 2 old Dogron things, but as far as you know, Jiva, I don't necessarily need it. It's just like, it'd be nice to have this weapon. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna even like it when I get it.
I mean, most of his weapons kind of butt. They just really good on decorations.
Cause like he actually has a really good bow gun. It's just the fact that don't really have any rapid fire on it. And then the damage 234.
We can go kill whatever you want.
Oh, so it's the same as Dogron in terms of damage. So it probably is better than what I'm using now.
What about affinity?
Affinity is 0, but that don't really matter to me because I have maxed out weaknesses for it. Yeah, it has 2 level 3 slots too. Versus Dogron's weapon has just a level 1 gen slot.
Yeah.
And basically the main reason why I kind of want the Xeno G1 is status coverage, and then it has every element. And then like the statuses it uses is level 2 instead of level 1. Only difference is Dogron has rapid fire exhaust ammo and rapid fire spread. So basically it's like a shotgun with like rapid fire exhaust ammo. So I get like 1 for every 3. For every one bullet I get 3 shots basically with exhaust, which is really useful to me. Yeah, but Xeno probably gonna be better because it don't really help me all that much with the rapid fire. I could go back to heavy bogun and then mess around with stuff in there.
Oh no. I'm pretty much just chilling. I'm just testing that out.
There's something up there.
What mission you gonna do to go kill Dogron?
I don't know how to do it yet.
Mimir, I still don't get why you ever wanted to work for Odin.
Back then, I was young enough to still be ambitious. Glacier gods were as powerful a force as I'd come across, but they clearly lacked for strategy, focus, and sage counsel. All this could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself with Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
I never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. And often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it. Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and the world, my job became to contain him, to protect him from himself. By serving peace, I served his interests as well, that's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
Okay. And there's another thing about bow guns too. It's just different recoil on. There's a different amount of deep recoil on different like ammo types on different bow guns.
Yeah, I pretty much been learning all of this stuff.
But I mean the fact that like to the point where like one thing being like out of play makes it like to where like you don't want to use that gun basically. Like, let me give you an example. Like, one of the best ways to run is like basically getting as much reload as you can, while like minimizing your recoil rate. Actually shooting. The thing is that since different bow guns have different amounts of recoil, depending on like the ammo, like it just varies in general depending on what weapon you picking. And on top of that, for like the mods on the gun, you only get 3 slots. So the max you can get is 3 for reload or 3 for like recoil or whatever you want to choose. But you have to balance it out. But essentially, what people gonna want is like 2 reload assists and 1 recoil, or 2 recoil and 1 reload. So basically, anything outside of that, usually you don't want to use. So that eliminates like a lot of options. But at the same time, you want to get like all your utility into. So that's the main reason. It like a lot of it like legit depends on like playstyle.
Will you give them a little privacy?
Like just like some like bow guns are like specifically just for like close range. Where it's basically just a shotgun only thing.
Last guardian of the Jotnar left in Midgard. That's why we
pretty much was thinking that earlier. I told you, I went and built a weapon.
Went all breezers with our hammer.
I went and built it. That's what I was messing with earlier. And after like seeing the way it worked, I pretty much had already figured that the best thing to run would be like recoil assist.
And now
I think it's 2 recoil suppressors, and then it makes it look like you can. Yeah. But I think it's like when you run 2 of them, then you can pretty much spam like the level 1 spread without any recoil. The only thing wrong with that is like you running, like for me, I like running 2 reload, 1 recoil.
When I run, what if I told you I think that's exactly what I run? I didn't even know. I didn't know, like, I went into this weapon blind. That's pretty much what I learned.
Yeah, that's what feels the best to me. But for the most part, people probably gonna run this gun like 2 recoil, 1 reload. The thing about that is, the other stuff I rely on, like for like my damage or my statuses, it slows them down because they're more focused on reload than actual recoil. If that makes sense. Versus the spread is more recoil than reload. So basically, I ended up making a gun that's like based around like shotgun, essentially the spread. When I probably should have been doing on a different weapon. It's not a bad weapon, it's just not exactly what I wanted. And the thing is, I like all around stuff. The issue with that is nothing is specifically all around except for the GNG. But I may use that and then not like it, essentially. Just because how much recoil on the statuses. Like the only one I see that may not have like really bad recoil on it, on the statuses, is like poison and sleep. But everything else has like really high recoil. Like even like using spread ammo has really bad recoil. But that's because it's using like stronger versions of everything, but still it's pretty good.
What did you call Mother? Laufey the Just?
Yeah.
Did you know her?
I never had the pleasure.
It's definitely something
Laufey
I
was a
learned.
rumour in the halls of Asgard. A giantess
Also,
warrior
there's a
who
lot.
thwarted many an
Going
Aesir
up,
god's
But you can
plans,
do like
freeing those who they would enslave, feeding those who they would starve, generally making a nuisance of herself in the
you can
most
basically spend all this time like farming to make
was
one
terribly
weapon
frustrated
that
and never
looks good
find
like
her
on the
to fight.
outside.
Once my imprisonment began, I could only wonder what became of her.
But then when you actually like pick it up and use it, it's like, oh, this has more recoil on XYZ thing that I like to use for damage, and I can't do it, so it's kind of ass. Even though it has other things I like. So essentially, you forced to play a certain way.
Well, that sounds right up my alley.
Hey, try it, dude. Well, you already did, but like, actually fight with it.
I fought a chicken with it. I definitely prefer cut it. But as far as it feels in terms of like availability to doing stuff,
Not sure why
it's
anyone would want
definitely
to come
like,
here,
it's
but here
different.
we are.
I don't have to be all up in his face, potentially risking getting cut. I can pretty much just chill and shoot. It's basically Call of Duty.
Yeah, pretty. But the only bad thing is your damage is way less
This
than everybody
mist is
else's.
cursed.
Yeah. So you gotta make sure you got the
Safe to
right
breathe for
stuff
the
in
time, but
order
it'll
to
kill if we
counteract
linger.
the fact you're not
Just
dishing
one
out
more
enough
reason to
damage.
love Niflheim.
Basically. And you gotta have the right statuses too.
Yep. I was doing like I literally went to the store and I bought every
And it's
type I could use. Yeah.
What is that stuff? Weird.
Hey, I be trying to tell you.
Material.
And now I'm pretty sure you can see why I spend so much time like going through inventory and doing certain stuff, and why it takes so long to ready up.
But I know for a fact this is probably gonna be the only one that I actually use though.
Oh, the karma?
Yeah. Cause after going through the other ones, none of them really did interest me like that. The karma feels like the most all
I'm
around.
surprised you're here, Sindri. This mist is pretty gross.
Feels
You
like
think I
it.
can't handle a
I
little cursed
feel like
mist?
Geo might
Well,
be the one though.
you're right.
I could be wrong.
I'm
there.
trying to build some armor that will lessen its effects. The materials I need are all right here in
Just
Evaldi's
tell me whenever
workshop,
you're ready
but
and I'll
they're
go ahead and
blanketed
send
by
us
this
out.
nauseating mist, of course.
Wait for it.
The last
I'm
known
almost
location
done.
for such
I'm trying to
armor is in the
find,
workshop's
ammo.
center chamber.
The Xena
The
Viva
entrance
is
is
really
sealed,
nice
but
in terms of
I
like
craft you an
the
entry
slots.
stone with enough mist
And it
echoes.
has that like
It's
availability
really
to the
nice.
level 3. Yeah, it's really nice. And it has the availability to the level 3 jump.
Have you actually watched his
Staying in the mist for too long.
I mean, not watched. I mean, looked
That
at his
stench will stick to your hair, your weapons,
light
your
bulb?
armor. And I will
That's what I'm
not
looking at now.
disappear until you burn all the tiny beasties off in the
And
fires
then-
of Muspelheim. Also,
And then the way to see like the recoil
There's
on
something
everything
written
and
here.
like different stats and everything is L3 when you own the when you are hovering over the gun.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
This whole place shuffles around each time we leave?
That recoil
That's
kind of
incredible.
Atreus,
And see what I was
focus.
talking about?
This is a dangerous place.
But I'm
That's
not
dwarven
sure if I'll be able
creativity
to
for
balance
you.
that out or not.
Impressive and dangerous.
But I think this might be the closest thing I can get to like an all-rounder that like literally does everything. And my main thing is like, despite the recoil, you don't understand how fucking amazing like level 2 statuses are. And the fact that I can deal every single status to at level 2 has a bigger clip than like most of the level 1. Has every element ammo, so I won't have to worry about like running out of ammo either. There's another thing you have to worry about. Running out of ammo at certain times, but at least I can always shoot something. Without having to like go farm for like extra ammo. Really, the only thing I don't like about it is the clip size and slicing ammo. But I can't complain because I can literally do everything.
Yeah, you sacrifice a couple of like, well, not even a couple. You sacrifice a whole bunch of recoil and slicing ammo clips for the availability to use everything.
Pretty much. Versus Karma sacrifices like pretty much more than that. Cause like even though you can deal statuses, you have almost like no elements to work with, and that's like a lot of like bogus damage or like actual elements. Either that or like spread shots, which is really good on Karma. The only issue with that is unless you're running double like recoil suppressor, you pretty much stuck in that one spot, like directly in space.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to avoid, because after testing like what the customization actually do for the bowgun, I pretty much was like, there's no point in wearing close range beast or close range up or range like range up, long range up. The damage.
And I tried to keep better. This is really good. But I tried to keep with the 2 recoil and 1 close up, not worth it at all. Because all it does is just leave you sitting there trying to reload. It's really hard.
So I ended up switching the back over to recoil suppressor and reload assist.
Yeah, but pretty much, honestly, just like a different bulldozer.
There you go. Don't hurt the try, bro.
Like the exact reason, like that you have against the exact same reason. When the menu is actually lagging, that's how bad my connection is.
Well, you guys were scared for owning because it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, you would think.
And then you're not surprised because don't nobody care about internet except that.
Let's go using a little bit. Started. I forgot to bring stuff. Okay, I did.
Use his voucher. I'm probably gonna put a vitality on this thing.
Well, yeah, I still need to make something a wide range on like pre-hunt boss switch on.
When it gives me the freaking tutorial because it didn't
You're
save
in
my
Niflheim
progress.
of all.
Pre-hunt boss. I don't have wide range yet. That's what I'm saying. I need to get it so I can share it. That's what it is. Oh, you broken?
Yeah. I told you, I was just, this is pretty much my perfect set. Like, for any weapon.
Moving a bit slow.
And
you pretty much doing the same thing as me.
Basically.
Hey, you can use my set if you want to.
Hey, I'll send you mine.
Max critical boost, max weakness explode. What else?
No.
Max brightness resist. Did I say brightness or blight?
It's blight. You said brightness, but it's really blight.
You said black.
I didn't say that.
This little game.
Then I got fetch free, piercing shots, normal, non-element boost, fortifier, resuscitate, all that. Oh, and I can't be stunned.
Yeah, I'm pretty much unstunnable as far as resistance goes. It's rare. I can't say unstunnable. Yeah, like unstunnable, you say about level 4 attack unit, level 4 max weakness explode, level 2 stun, resistance, critical boost level 2. I'm trying to get that to level 3. Agitator 2, health boost, stop scattering nothing, nigga. And fortify, because right now it's pretty much useless on me. That nigga tried to hit me. You bastard.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, here he is. You ready? Well, he asked me from him.
God damn it.
Oh yeah, how you feel about the mines though?
They dope.
I love mines, bro. How long is it gonna take us to actually kill this thing though?
Considering I'm not using my blade, probably a little bit.
It's gonna take a while.
Why the fuck you lying?
Nigga.
Wait, why am I sleeping? Don't tell me they hit me. And drop a level. Yep, they did.